So I just learned recently that I've been mispronouncing Longe's name here for, what's it been now? 13 years. It's actually just pronounced Longa. Like, I have a really good Chinese friend and she was like, what the heck are you saying? It's not Longe, it's Longe. So that's where we're at right now. It's not as cool of a pronunciation as I would have hoped. Like, I think Longe just kind of sounds cooler, but hey, that's just from an American perspective. But here we are today reviewing what is a really cool name for this paint job, Monkey King Longa. And yeah, it's from the Cars Fast as Lightning mobile video game. Very, very excited to get into this one. It's one of my favorites. It actually is my favorite from this third batch of Shane Cooper customs from video games that we've done now 3 years in a row. And I save this one for last because it is, like I said, my favorite in terms of the video game World Grand Prix related racers. I did all of these here over the last couple of months. Carlo Veloso is from a couple years ago, and so is Bouter Racinov over there, and so is this Tokyo Night Shoe Todoroki. But the other ones, Spanish Flag Miguel was also from last year. So yeah, all over the place. But yeah, thanks to Shane Cooper for doing that. And let's hop right on in here with this beautiful, just wild, exotic custom paint job for Longa here. I'll put a couple images on the screen of where, or basically what he looks like animated in the video game. As the paint jobs for the game get more and more obscure, the amount of imagery and media online dwindles. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff you could find for probably Bouter Racinov and the Carnival Carlo Veloso over here, but for like the Empire Max Chanel we did a couple weeks ago, or the Monkey King Longa here, it is definitely not as populous. But I will put what I could find on there. It is definitely one of the best paint jobs in the game, in my opinion, just because it is so incredibly unique. And I think Shane Cooper executed it to a T right here. And it also kind of gives us a peek into what a Thailand version of Longa would look like here, because he used a Thailand version of Max Chanel to basically create the Longa here. And as you can see on the base, yeah, you have the N39 base stamp along with the Made in Thailand down there. I love how even part of the base got painted the white and the yellow in the front there. Just a beautiful, beautiful custom overall. Really excited to dive a little deeper here. So a little sliver of the original paint job lives on this Monkey King version of Longa here. As you can see there on the hood, he is still the same shade of red with a pretty similar design as to what he had in the past, with the yellow star there in the center. Slightly different insignia, but it's kind of meant to be the same thing. You can see that on the original, he does have the dragon head there, and then here it's a little more abstract, but as you could tell, like, it's still kind of meant to be the same type of deal. If we could focus in here, that would be incredible. Yeah, I love the yellow bumper there, the yellow side view mirrors. Just provides a great context. And on the side here now, you have these maroon patches, a lot darker red, and they kind of transform into this side panel here with the darker black, or really like a brown kind of pattern going on there. He also has these dark red wheels now instead of the gray, which look really good. He then also has another really interesting, let's zoom back in there, kind of gold trim along the maroon there, and then you have the white that comes into play here. Again, just a lot to take on in, and you gotta really be impressed with Shane Cooper's graphic design here, because he had to create all of this from scratch. All of these images, all these patterns, they're not just chilling on Google Images waiting to be taken and put on a car. They are not there for the taking. So he had to create them all from scratch. Very creative. Probably not exact to what it is in the video game, but I really couldn't care less. I mean, I'm totally fine with him taking some creative liberties to, either make it a little bit more feasible and doable for himself, because at the end of the day, I just want the car to look pretty much like as close as possible to what it is in the video game. And yeah, I mean, I don't think there are really any complaints here with this one. On the back there, you have another really cool design. And again, just kind of replacing the original designs he had there on the roof with the Chinese characters. Doesn't have any Chinese writing now. Doesn't have the big yellow star on the side there, and no dragon heads anymore. But Actually, the star is there. I totally forgot. But it is a lot more subtle. As you can see, it's just kind of carved out of the black design there. As you can see, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so really nice, really nice. The wing is also super interesting. Like, whoever was designing this way back when was like, yeah, let's just throw some teal in there for no reason at all. It's like Cars 3 Todd Marcus. Like, yeah, just put some teal, some turquoise in there, and it'll look way better. And it does. Like, somehow teal just makes everything better. So, yeah, you have the teal in the middle, yellow on the sides, and then the trim on the actual flares here of the wing, which is just so cool. I mean, again, huge props to Shane Cooper for getting it done. Just a gorgeous design. You have the double stars there in the back. And so, yeah, even though this is the last like World Grand Prix related custom of this batch that you'll see, you know, at least for a good long while, we are in the works on some more, and it'll be the best batch yet, in my opinion. Some really cool ones. We've almost kind of exhausted Cars Fast as Lightning in terms of the paint jobs that I would invest money in, because these aren't cheap, because they're great quality. You know, you gotta pay for it. And so some of the paint jobs, they just fall a little flat for me. Like, there's another French Raoul that's like super similar to the French flag version. You know, they have some of the silver paint jobs in there, which obviously I wouldn't need. I also like the expression change here for Longa a little bit. Yeah, I like that as well. Blue eyes still, though. They have like a chrome version of Max Schnell that's basically the silver version without any decals. Like, they have some other decent stuff. Like, there's a couple cool shoot to the Rockies. There's another Carl Veloso that's interesting. But we're looking to expand into other video games. We're looking to possibly get into the Cars 2 Nintendo game, which is just crazy because no one knows what the hell paint jobs are in that game. Like, I guarantee you, I would show you some of them and you'd be like, I've never seen that before in my life, because that happened to me the other day when I was looking through them. And yeah, I guess I'll just tease one of them here for you guys. And you might have actually gotten maybe a little tease a couple videos ago when I was talking about Tweed Finn McMissile, making a big deal about it. So we're not doing Tweed Finn McMissile, but we're doing another similar type of pattern for a different British character in Cars 2 that might rhyme with Mearsley. Yeah, I'll let you guys figure what that one is out. But yeah, guys, that is all we have here for Monkey King Lunga. I also wanted to show him with the Ice Racers version from the Disney store, because it is just another really cool version of the character. I wish that Mattel did more variants of some of those other Super Chase World Grand Prix racers like they did for Frosty. Obviously, since he was an Australian exclusive, every time he came out, you know, and there was a big following for him down there, like, it made a little bit more sense. Like, you couldn't do that for Longa here. Mattel cars are not sold in China, so it's not as feasible. You couldn't do like Flash. There's just not as big of a market in Sweden as there would be in Australia. But they should have just mass released them, like in the US and like everywhere, just like Ice Racer Longa or Ice Racer Vitaly Petrov, which they did because he hosted the race. So I don't know why they couldn't have done the other ones. Don't know why they never released Fernando Alonso, which probably is copyright reasons, but there was just so much potential there. The Disney store at least capitalized with some cool ice racers, and then Mattel just completely whiffed on the Carnival Frosty that they just never did for whatever reason. I have no idea, probably Cars 3 related. But yeah, guys, thank you as always for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I would actually not be surprised if I get a custom Carnival Frosty at some point. That definitely has to be on the list, man. I need to think about that. Yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below what custom from recent memory has been your favorite. You could just include whatever you want out of all these. You have the Monkey King Longa, French Flag Raoul, Tokyo Night, Shoot to the Roki, Empire Max Schnell, who we just reviewed. You have the Carnival Carl Veloso, who's pretty awesome. You have Vitaly Petrov, so a lot in that model. Spanish Flag Miguel, and how about a little saucy jet black snot rod? Alright guys, as per usual, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye now.
But when it all burned down and you were left with nothing, did you question God or did you see it coming? Come on! Oh, come on!